Hi everyone, Matt from Snare here. Today I'd like to show you some very useful features of Snare Central which may allow you to save a lot of money on storage costs. We'll look at expanding local storage and mounting NAS devices. Usually SAT storage options are much cheaper than storing logs in your same platform, so I recommend you use it wherever you can. First, let's have a look at the Disk Manager, which can be found under System Data Management Tools. By the way, for this video I'm using Snare Central version 8.2, however this functionality works exactly the same in previous versions. Here you can see a lot of partitions which are automatically created during the installation and are used by different components of the system. The main partition which we're interested in is the Snare Archive, which is used for storing all the incoming logs. Next to it we have the Free Space partition, which we can use if any other partition is filling up and is running out of space. In order to resize, we can use the little slider or just enter the values in the relevant field. At any time we can reset these values and start over. In this example I want to expand my Snare Archive by 100 GB to provide more space for storing my logs. Here I can apply changes and wait a few seconds for them to take effect. And just a little advice, I would normally change one partition at a time. So for instance, if there is an underlying problem with hardware, we can quickly identify which partition is affected. But what happens if we have no more free space available, but we cannot delete our oldest logs yet, maybe due to our retention requirements? In this case, we can add storage to Snare Central and it will be detected as free space. You can add some spare hard drives you might have, or if this is a virtual instance, create another virtual disk which can sit on local storage or a SAN and mount it to the VM. For this video, I will add two new 100 GB virtual disks. Once this is done, we need to restart Snare Central so new storage is detected and made available. I will fast forward here. Once Snare Central is running again, we can see the free space is increased to over 200 GB. I can now use it again to expand my Snare Archive partition. There's one more nice feature in the product that I think is very useful. You can mount ISOs, USB drives, and even network shares as well. This is particularly interesting if you want to run reports or investigate all data that was previously offloaded without having to copy it back onto the server. With the NAS option, you can even mount it in read and write mode to start using it as your primary storage if extra space is required quickly and there's no other local storage available. However, normally I would not recommend using NAS as your primary storage, as network storage is significantly slower than local storage. This would lower max EPS rate and also increase the time needed to run reports. And this is it. With Snare Central, it's easy to utilize whatever spare storage drives or devices you have and make the most of them to increase your log storage retention. Thank you and see you in the next video. Watch our entire Problem Solved series to learn more ways to easily glean additional value from your Snare solution.